We're talking about the lesson on theme.
Yes, ma'am. The anchor chart looked great. I think it was a really good idea to put common themes on there. Because I think that sometimes it's hard for kids to grasp the difference between, like, what is theme? What is it if there's a lesson? Like, you even, like, could tell, like, it took them a while to figure out what exactly that theme was. But once they, it sounds silly, but like once they hear it, they're like, oh yeah, friendship is the theme, or good versus evil. Then they get that. So yeah, so that was a really good idea, writing down those common themes, because I think that helped them a lot when it ended up getting to like their group posters. So those turned out really nice, where they got to like write down the theme and their evidence. And I mean, you know, this class, they love any excuse that they can to draw. So they loved that. And actually I think they did a pretty good job with that. Good idea using fables. Am I talking too fast?
No, you're good.
Good idea using fables for the theme. Those are perfect to use, especially because that's what we think of most often when it comes to thinking of themes. But that book is a great that you use for your anticipatory set. The Bad Case of Stripes. Love that book. It's very. Most of them have heard it already. It's very catchy, and I like the theme of it just because it's good for them to hear that. You know, be yourself, and not to lie about who you are. Yeah, so I felt like the whole lesson just progressed very nicely. One thing, at this point in the year, they are just so like not always wanting to be with you. So I wouldn't even make a huge deal. I would just say, oh, you know what? I really appreciate the way Addie is sitting up listening. It's not that they weren't listening. They were listening to everything you were saying. But you get one person who starts the slump, and then someone else starts the slump, and then we all are. And I just, every once in a while, I would just put in spot on the people who are doing the right thing with it. Because, what do we say? What did I say? Talk about smart behavior you let go, or accepted behavior is, or behavior let go is accepted behavior or something. Which, it's not blurting out, it's something crazy. I would just make them look like they're listening. You think it went all right though, don't you?
Yeah.
I think it went really well.
Yeah, I liked having the read aloud first, and then kind of like walking them through it and see what they picked up on too, and if they're understanding kind of what, connecting those dots as soon as I'm done reading it, and then going into the fables. And I think they really like to do things like making their own posters and doing things that they can show. They do.